School's almost out, and the weather's warming up. The big question on every parent's mind right now, the same one it is every year, what are we actually going to do? Morgan Casey has made it her business to answer that question for families, for couples, for communities. She's an event coordinator from Date Ideas and Things to Do, and she's become one of the go-to names for summertime experiences in St. Louis. Morgan, so glad you're here this morning.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's good to have you. You've built a reputation not just for throwing parties, but for building intentional spaces. What does that phrase mean to you, and why does that matter in St. Louis specifically?
Yeah, I think just being intentional and curating spaces that I'm known for creating spaces that are very nostalgic. Example, we have an R&B block party coming up, and we just wanted to feel like, you know, the very first block party you went to when you were younger. Creating spaces that just make people feel good. Yeah,
the R&B block party, I've got it written down on my notes here, coming up at the Atomic Pavilion in June. Music, food trucks, DJ battles, the whole thing. I'm not going to ask you to simulate that part, but for a family tuning in right now, paint a picture of what a day like that looks like and feels like.
Yeah, so I literally, planning that, I thought about what did the first block party that I attended, what did it look and feel like? So I remember, you know, people on the barbecue pit, music, good music, people dancing, games, so all of that. The one cool thing, this is our second year doing it, but this year we actually booked the official DJ for Chris Brown. And so he's our DJ this year. So in R&B music, I mean, you can't go wrong with that.
I would say so.
Yeah.
That's quite the throwback there. Okay, so every summer in St. Louis, there's also a real conversation about young people, idle time, and what the city offers them. When you're designing these events, is there a conscious effort that you take into account to build programming that serves that gap, or is that a different problem than what you're solving?
Yeah, no, we have produced several teen events. We partner up with Gateway Social, and we make sure that I have a 13-year-old son. So it's important for me to make sure that, you know, he has spaces to go to just like I did when I was younger. So yeah, that's important to me.
Very good to hear that. I wonder about the event business in St. Louis. How has it changed? And are people showing up differently, spending differently, expecting different things than they might have, say, 5 years ago?
I think so. I know that when I was younger, I spent a lot of time going to the clubs. And, you know, there's nothing wrong with those spaces, but I think people are really gravitating to spaces that are specifically curated to meet new people, positive experiences, things that are not focused on just alcohol anymore. I'm 3 years, no alcohol.
A big decline, more for us.
Well,
or for me?
For you.
Okay, there we go.
For you. But yeah, just those intentional spaces.
Very interesting to hear. Last question for you. Someone's got kids out of school, maybe a limited budget. They want to do something that's genuinely memorable and worthwhile this summer in St. Louis. What do you tell them?
I would say, of course, you have the City Museum. That's one of my favorite places to go. I used to curate the rooftop events there for a while. But being able to take your kids to the City Museum is so big that you can go there probably weekly and find them something different to do. Of course, we got our zoo. There's a lot, City Museum, Science Center, all kinds of things.
So many things to do. Morgan Casey from Date Ideas and Things to Do. Pleasure to have you with us this morning. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you so much.